W7 Live. Softball is here, and we have got it for you live. Gary Whipperman along with Ed Rowie and Connor Du Bois live from Menomonee Falls for today's scrimmage. Slinger and Menomonee Falls. Slinger up to bat. Here we go. First pitch. Julia Moker fouls it off. And I will tell you right now, with these teams, especially the Slinger team, I looked at their roster from last year. Every single player from 2019 is gone. They're all gone. And honestly, the only kid I've seen play for Slinger so far has been Moker, number 1, who's batting right now, and she is one heck of a shortstop. Coach, welcome back. Softball time is here. What do you say?
Oh, we are directly behind. That view you have behind home plate, that's our view as well.
That's where we are. That's us. Connor Du Bois came down from Green Bay. Coach, you ready to go solo next Saturday?
Ready to go.
There we go.
Be up in the Green Bay, Ashwaubenon area.
Fouled off. So we have 4 cameras, 1 behind home plate, 1 in each dugout. And
why don't we have 5 again?
1 in center field. We had 5, but somebody
we had a service for it.
Somebody took care of the 5th one. I won't say who, but his name rhymes with Jerry.
We'll have a ceremony later.
Yes.
Lighting the candle, bury it behind second base.
We're going to do a Viking funeral.
There you go. Full count, ripped back behind us.
Moker's aiming for that camera already.
Yeah, early on, going after it.
Well, while I was teasing Julia the dugout, I'm like, you better bring it today. Now she's aiming for the camera. I know that.
Well,
it's good
it's the opening, and we got to talk about our scoreboard here. This is my favorite. Oh, this is fantastic. There's a curveball coming right back at us again. Dive, Gary. Show some hustle. So the scoreboard's in the top right. Your count is in the top left. Outs, obviously. And then when we have runners, I can show you that right now. That's what that'll look like.
I'm worried about giving them too much too soon.
It is so cool, though. This is a great at-bat by Moker. Fighting off pitch after
We're
pitch
out of
here.
softballs already. First at-bat.
Maddie Seidenberg on the circle for Menomonee Falls Junior. She was the starting pitcher as a freshman. We'll also see the freshman for Menomonee Falls. That is Kaylee.
Change up line right to short. Not the place to hit it, Gary.
Kaylee Nemec.
I don't think you want to hit it to short when you're playing Menomonee Falls.
Katie Stigler on the play. I'll tell you what. I'm always proud of Katie, but even more so now. Just found out that she committed to the Naval Academy for her continuing education. She'll go play softball at the academy and then do a 4-year commitment. I guess she wants to go into aviation.
Fantastic. We feel better about it. We're going to get, as Connor mentioned, we're going to get a flyover.
We got inside connections on flyovers,
Free
baby.
flyovers. Popped up. Katie's got it. 2 outs.
Right on cue.
Coach, you want to talk about the format a little bit of this scrimmage, because it's not your typical 3 outs and switch.
Yeah, what you'll see is 3 outs. Clear any base runners. They will continue to hit 3 more outs. You'll see that each way, both teams. Later on, you'll see basically coach's choice on what they want to do. And you could see some defensive situations. You could see some offensive situations. Each coach will get that opportunity. It is a scrimmage, and it's what you're here to do is work on things, so it makes perfect sense.
Maggie Plummer up to bat now.
Oh, we just went fuzzy. We got rattled here. There we go.
Come on, Mags. First at bat, you're hurting the camera already, Maggie? Come on now.
Cold strike on the outside corner. Connor, you got the outside corner. I'll get the inside corner.
Sounds good.
I'm right behind the umpire.
You and Dennis Eckert. Paul Eckert, my apologies. Paul's at first. Dennis behind the plate. 2 of the graybeards, and they're the best. They're fantastic.
Don't talk about graybeard. Wow, hit to Sieberlich, and she makes the play for the 3rd out. Nice catch by Maddie.
Great catch, but nice job keeping the hands back on that swing, on that changeup.
So we'll get some substitution changes on the defensive side.
Wholesale line changes as they were.
I think that was about 8 in, 8 out right there. Catcher's the only one that stayed.
Line change. Everybody's all around. We don't have rosters. We have lineups. We have some last names, but we really don't have.
I got some rosters.
We've got some rosters? Okay, check that. Boss has it. Where's the – I'm going to play with this. If that's – let's go like that. Bottom of the first. But it's not, though. It's still top of the first because Slinger's still hitting, just defensive changes. So as we said, it's 3 outs, clear everything, switch it, and as you saw from Falls, you saw a whole lot of changes going on. And Slinger will continue to hit. Slinger coming in with 13 on their varsity roster, Falls with 15. Shot right back to the mound. So they're
Emerson Alton right back to Sieberlich. Slinger, stop hitting it to Maddie. Maddie and Katie, I think, are 2 players you want to stay away from. So Emerson Alton, that was just the batter. Her sister Riley played volleyball for Slinger, and I was asking Em, I said, how's Riley doing? She said, I don't know, I don't talk to her very much. She's really busy. I'm like,
there's a shot.
Base hit. That is number 20.
As you could hear Coach Lou yelling, Gabby, backing up the throw to 2, Gabby. A lot of coaching going to be going on. You might see coaches walk on the field to describe and explain things to the players.
Emma Mance on the hit for Slinger. Head coach for Slinger is Tanya Villarreal. Assistant coach Jerry Schmidt.
Tanya been around for a while.
Yeah, great coach.
Great coach.
I was talking to her in pregame, coach, and I said, she told me, she said, it's weird because I had to show them how to do pregame. Usually, last year and the year before, the kids just went and did it. I said, I said, you went from kids driving to kids on training wheels now. So, you got to start over again.
Shot down the line, hooking foul.
Batting now is number 7. That is Colleen Parker, junior. Only one senior on the Slinger team. That is number 8, Jenna Cohn.
And Falls only has the 2.
Yep. Stigler and
got to search it. It's 27. We know that.
Jalen Patrick.
Ah, yes. JP. We might give her a mic later on today.
Yeah, Jalen this year going to be doing a more of a team manager type role, but certainly a big part of this team and will continue to be. And I told Jay, I said, you're not getting out scot-free. I said, we're gonna put you to work when we come to your games. So she's a great buddy of ours since she was a freshman. So great to see her again, and just great to be back at Menomonee Falls again.
We did the scrimmage last summer. Jalen had a really good day.
Yeah.
She basically could have told the other outfielders to have a seat. She was everywhere.
Good at bat here for Parker.
We'll mic it up. Fighting off another one.
Almost had the first windshield there of the season.
Oh, yeah, that's the gift. And Gary parks right next to the field like a fool.
Yes.
You got to park about 15
Rookie.
feet further so you're blocked by the tree. Change up floats, ball 4. Ooh, I missed a pitch. My apologies. So 2 on, 1 out.
Parker gets a walk, and now number 12, this is Kayla Cohn, a sophomore.
And because of the youth on both of these teams and the clearing out of all the juniors and seniors, we almost have to describe who we are. What are we?
Well, you're right about that. Hit foul.
Got room. Oh! Got to remember it's coming down to you. No need to jump. Good effort. That's where you got you're worried about the fence, the base, the coach, and yet the ball getting down to you. Goes down as just a strike.
That was Sam Heath, playing third base.
Split grip in the hitter.
Sieberlich's pitch low.
Who's our hitter here, Gary? Number 12.
This is Cohn, not Jenna, the other one,
Okay.
the sister, Kayla.
And I don't know if you can see it. You might be able to pick up on that. She's got a split grip with her. Most people hold their bat, their hands
Together.
You got your finger thumb with the bottom part of your top hand, and she's got a split grip of a good 3 or 4 inches.
That fourth camera would have provided a great view of that.
Ooh, the changeup just
it's
high.
It's going to be a long season, guys. It's going to be a long season.
Well, at least it wasn't like a little bump. At least that thing really was destroyed.
Yeah, we didn't mess around with it.
No.
There's no chance of getting repaired. It is. It's a paperweight now. A lot of fouls, fouled back here. What's that usually a sign of, Coach? What drives that? I mean, just a ton of foul balls.
Well, it's early. One, it's early on, and it's your pitch recognition. You're up there hacking, you're swinging away, which is fine, and you're just fighting pitches off looking for your pitch. And there's another one right on cue. And what you're seeing and what we have a great view of is Sieberlich doing a great job keeping everything on the outside, not allowing you to pull anything. And we saw that on the shot down the line that was foul. And the pop-up and the single up the middle, those were all pitches that were either up or inside. Otherwise, she has stayed away, away, away. And there's that floating changeup and got her.
Strike 3, strikeout for Sieberlich.
So that's usually what you see is a batter just trying to flip off those foul, those pitches. They see fastball, ends up being a curveball away or maybe a cutter away, but it's usually a curveball is our view.
Here is 15. This is Jalen Breyer. Very popular name in the Slinger area. I'm not sure what the connection is with Anna and the crew of the Danny and them, but I assume relation in some way. Anna, of course, now a freshman at McKendree University for women's basketball.
Let's give you our center field cam view.
That one's low.
Tell you what, we got a nice crowd gathering here for this little scrimmage.
Well, you know,
around the outfield and
you got
both sides here.
Two very solid fan bases here with these two teams.
There's that curveball.
Boy, nice curve by Maddie.
Well, weather has cooperated. There's that
Swing
slow
and a miss.
swinging changeup.
Drop strike 3, throw down to first.
That'll do it. So 2 left, and we will go to the bottom. And again, if you're just joining us, maybe a little late, Slinger actually had 6 outs there. So you go 3 outs, clear the bases if there's anyone on, and then 3 more outs. You'll see Falls do the exact same thing. Later on, you'll see probably the offense first, putting some base runners in situations to work on offensive plays, and then you'll see the defense set the situation and go from there. So it is a scrimmage, and you just kind of you're here to work on things. It's not a matter of winning, losing, or you're trying to watch as much as you can from all of your players and how they respond to the situations.
Quick break. You're watching the one, the only W7, and from Menomonee Falls, we're live. Lineup for Menomonee Falls as they will come to bat here at the bottom of the first. Leading off will be number 38, Michaela Berge. Hitting second, number 50, Kaylee Nemec. We call her Spicy Mustard. Hitting third will be number 21. That's Alyssa Brittman. Hitting fourth is number 44. That is Sam Heath. Hitting fifth, number 46. I don't have a 46 on my roster.
We'll make it work.
That's Danica Berge. I think I have her as a different number. Yeah, I have her as 42, so 46. Then 37, that's Gabby Sealard. Then 34, Amaya Marshall-Johnson. Number 17, Caitlin Conroy. Here we go. We'll get the rest in a minute.
And you can see the way the outfield's playing. And we were here for practice the other day, and the outfield was playing very similar. Pretty shallow. And then we saw a shot deep. Cleared everybody.
This is Michaela Berge. Lefty. Speedy, very speedy.
She, too, has a slightly split grip, but
Not as big as
no. But you'll see.
Slinger.
But that's not uncommon with bunt slap.
As I say, if she's a slapper, it's probably not too uncommon to see.
No, and she's probably swinging away today. See, maybe second time around, do something different.
Jalen Breyer on the circle for Slinger, number 15. Sophomore. Ooh, a little high there. You're loving that scoreboard over there, aren't you, Coach?
I am. And I'm going to assume everybody else is because it tells you everything.
It's crazy.
It is wonderful.
The things we do, I tell you. Swing, hit foul, going back to make the catch. The catcher, number 12, that's Kayla Cohn. Nice job by Kayla. Really nice catch.
Again, that similar to the play along the third base line, you have to worry about everything in that area. An umpire, when a catcher, you got to worry about getting rid of that mask, getting to the fence, finding the ball. Made it look easy. Well done. First out.
Kaylee Nemick, the freshman. Probably see her do a little pitching here in the next couple innings. Tell you what, they're going to have a really nice change of pace, Coach, between Sieberlich and Nemick. I mean, Sieberlich is really good at painting the edges, and Nemick is just...
She's coming in throwing fire.
It's fire coming down the pipe.
She doesn't look like this overpowering kid, but she can bring it.
You'll see why we call her Spicy Mustard when she gets up on the circle.
Had a lot of players talk to me about her. They are very aware of this talent.
I think we had a couple dugout cams too, Coach. I don't know if they're working or not.
Yeah.
Maybe after an at-bat here, we'll take a look in the dugouts, see what's what. The Falls kids understand. I'm not sure the Slinger kids understand what the dugout cam is for yet.
Oh, they'll find out real fast.
Nemick swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Is that 2 outs?
1 out.
1 out.
2-2 count. Don't worry, the scoreboard's got it.
Foul tip and caught. Oh, Cohn doing a nice job behind the plate there. 2 outs.
Responsible for both outs. Of course, I guess got to give the pitcher a little credit.
Yeah. Those Briar kids, you got to watch out for them.
Oh, we went black screen here. What happened? The shadows here causing.
Alyssa Bretman up to bat now for Falls. Just outside, 1-0. Coach, when you have a scrimmage like this, I mean, what as a former coach, I mean, what's your goal here to come out of this? I mean, what are you trying to find out?
Anything and everything you can take with you going forward. You do tryouts, you see a lot, but you don't know what happens when you go live. You don't know how players are going to respond. It's really easy to do a drill over and over and look really good. But then you step inside that circle, you step inside that box, you step on that field. It changes everything. I mean, you could look like a superstar, and then all of a sudden you get in a game, it just doesn't click. And vice versa. Player might look lousy, and then all of a sudden game goes, and they just make plays. Mm-hmm. So you're trying to take as much information you can to prepare for your games. You see a similar situation, you go, hey, this happened here in our scrimmage. Let's try that. So you're just gathering as much information about each and every player, especially both teams with so much youth.
Right.
You know, you really don't know. Yeah, I'm sure these coaches have seen them play, you know, for their summer teams, but you don't know how they're going to respond in a different scenario like this.
Yeah, in a high school varsity situation.
Very different. Very different. I mean, we're talking about a freshman who's 14 years old.
Yep.
They might be a young 14.
Yep.
You could be playing somebody that's 18, 19 years old.
Yep.
That's varsity softball. You don't see that when you play in the summer. You're playing your
16U and 17U. And
yeah, so you see that.
Nice pitch by Breyer.
That's 3.
Gets the strikeout. That's 2 strikeouts for Jalen.
So they'll do some changes and stay up to bat nonetheless. Let's get in that camera. Let's go into the dugout. Yeah, there's these guys. They're too nice and they're rookies. They're all rookies.
We need New Berlin West over here. I mean, they'll show these guys how to do this.
That's Friday. Isn't it Friday?
Yeah, next Friday, New Berlin West comes here to Menomonee Falls. That'll be on W7. two of our favorite teams. That's going to be a fun afternoon. I'll tell you what, don't miss that one. 4:30 on Friday, all part of opening week 21 on W7. Starts Tuesday with Germantown at Brookfield Central. 4:30 start. Breyer on the pitch. 1-1. This is 44. Sam Heath. Swing, hit the short. Moker's got it.
Nicely
she is something else.
done.
I'll tell you what, Coach. She is so fun to watch. Julia Moker on the play.
I think the only other person around here that's might be smiling bigger than Moker on that one might be Stigler going, yeah. This is what we do.
This is our thing. And, you know, this is a testament to Slinger softball in the fact that Moker is a junior, and you can see, I mean, she's a really good softball player. This is her first year playing varsity softball.
Well, you had
because you had the dream
back-to-back,
team.
yeah, you had teams going to state and
I mean, Sylvia Flaherty was playing shortstop, and by the way, she plays for Wisconsin.
Yeah. She turned out okay.
Yeah, she did all right.
You're backing her up. That's exactly what you're doing. You're backing her up.
So Julia takes over for Sil, and love that Sil is at Wisconsin. All the love in the world to that kid. Can't wait to see her really be successful and help that Badger team. By the way, I don't know if you saw or not, the Badger women volleyball team played last night in Omaha in the Final Four for volleyball. The softball team was on the way to Lincoln for a game with Nebraska and stopped in Omaha to watch the game and cheer on the Badger women.
Sure did.
Is that amazing or what? You got to just love Wisconsin.
That's why you want them to stay. You don't want anybody leaving the boundaries.
Yep.
That's
Fence in the state.
That's been your motto from day one. Connor, no surprise that the pitching's ahead of the hitting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's one thing you're able to get a lot more reps. Cage, being in the cage inside is one thing, but hitting off live pitching, timing, takes a little while to develop.
Here's Danica Berge.
I think you'll see that about the second week, and usually the second week of softball is spring break in many places. Don't have that. We're past that. This is going to be a sprint. The minute you start, it is a sprint, trying to cram as many games in as possible. A lot of teams scheduling the full 26, knowing that rainout's probably not going to make them up.
Right.
So you just want to get
That's why we schedule almost every day, because we know there's going to be some rainouts, and it's such a short and compressed season that we're going to try and squeeze in every game possible.
And although a soft rain is doable to play in, we may not be able to do that because electric and water don't mix.
They generally don't go too well together.
So
super well.
We don't have that cart that we talked about, the trailer with
We're trying to get a flatbed trailer and just kind of roll it up to the fields and call it right from the trailer.
Anybody out there that has a small RV looking to making a donation,
with big windows, really big windows.
Big windows that we can just pull up behind home plate or out center field and just
go.
And we'll even put a sign on the back that says, this van's a rocket.
2-1 the count. So no surprise. We probably will not see a lot of offense today.
Yeah.
Because as Connor was just mentioning, the pitching is going to be well ahead of the hitting.
Well, the other thing, too, you talk about it early. I mean, we're past that first 2 weeks of the season, but normally you're out here and it's 30 degrees and you're really not looking forward to making contact.
No,
right.
That unless you find it on that sweet spot, every contact's going to hurt them hands a little bit.
56 degrees and overcast here from Menomonee Falls. They're calling for rain this afternoon, but late this afternoon, 3 to 4 o'clock, so we should be fine because the weathermen are never wrong.
Oh, boy. 1 on, 2 out.
And it is Amaya Marshall-Johnson. Dad's probably here somewhere.
Of course. Right at us.
There we go. There's a good check.
Hello, Amaya. Nice to see you, too.
Just giving a shout-out.
Just a little kiss there for Amaya.
Just letting you know I'm here.
Yep.
Camera held in, though.
Did well. Those bungee cords, I'm telling you, Coach, you're all over it.
Big fan.
Right
Big
right
fan.
on the edge. Nice pitch by Breyer. He's got nice control.
Zip ties, bungees.
Whatever it takes. Johnson ready. 2 strikes.
Strike 3.
Right
Right
at the
down
knees.
Main Street.
Nice pitch by Breyer, and that retires the side. No runs yet for either team. We've played 1. Your score remains 0-0. You're watching W7 Live. W7 Live back for the second inning, and one of the great things that we get to do, being in the role that we're in, is we get to see a lot of kids play, their entire career, and there's some that come in that, you just know they're going to be special. The example I always think of is McKenna Wooker from Brookfield Central. We got to see McKenna play her first ever varsity volleyball match, and she'll be, my gosh, a senior next year. That's nuts. So getting to watch her grow and develop over the years. The reason I bring that up is I think we're getting a front row seat now for another one, and this is Kaylee, number 50, Nemec, as we call her Spicy Mustard, and you'll see why here in a couple minutes. As we go to the top of the second, Coach, and I would say, breaking into a Falls team as a freshman and being, one of the 2 pitchers, this isn't, this isn't some, schmuck program here. This is Menomonee Falls. This is really good softball.
You have to, yeah, I'm trying to think of the words to use to best explain. If you're a freshman nowadays, if you have the ability, you go to varsity. You should be on varsity. But that doesn't start at the high school level like it did 30, 40 years ago. You're doing this stuff way in advance.
Yeah.
And this is somebody that's been working on her game for quite a while. I have heard about this pitcher for quite some time. And when you come in as a freshman, you can be a difference maker, and she is going to be that for them. And as you talked about, the change of pace, the different approaches, not intimidated, takes the ball and goes. Even something as simple as the number she wears.
Great play off the circle to record the out.
That's a hose to first right there.
Yeah.
That was a little flip of the wrist, and it's just fired down there.
That was
great.
Sammy Longden, the batter. Go ahead, Coach.
Wearing number 50. They barely see it. She's so tiny, but my goodness.
It's the front number is like almost got 2 numbers on the back.
But she's like, yep, I'm taking that.
Woo. And one of those things you talk about, that kind of mental approach. You can just kind of tell she really doesn't matter. Give me a glove, give me a softball.
Yes, exactly.
Let's get the catcher out there and the pitcher, and let's go. Everything else is irrelevant.
Gary, you asked before, what do you look for? What you just saw on that last bunt is what you're looking for. You saw first charge, you saw third charge, you saw pitcher pounce, catcher out of the crouch. That's what you want to see, and then you want to see your second baseman get over to first and cover. You saw the execution, but that's you expect. The biggest one in all of that, you want to see where your right fielder is. You want to see if she's backing up the play.
Absolutely.
Because it's easy to stand and watch, and sure enough, she was there.
Well, and that throw was, it was a cannon, but it was just a tad bit high with the second baseman getting over there, something that's not normal.
And now, if you've noticed, the right fielder's kind of hugging the line. She's
There's
taking
a strikeout.
Taking over, and those are things you see as a coach. You see, okay, we bunted, now that player took over, and she's now hugging the line. Now she's moved off a little bit, but she was standing real close, which opens up that gap in right center, and you see a ball hit out there, you're going to be thinking 3, not just settling for 2.
Kylie Strupp was the last batter, now number 11. This is Christina Kukovar. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I might not be. You know, one thing that I do know, I mean, Sieberlich is really good off the circle as far as defensively as a pitcher. And so that was one thing I was wondering about today is watching Nemec pitch. How is she going to be defensively? And coming off the circle on that bunt and making the play looked pretty good.
The other thing you may have noticed, and maybe you didn't because it is a small thing, she fully completes she saw the bunt coming the whole time. She finished her entire windup, release, then pounced. Did it again. She didn't panic. There's another bunt toward third.
Going to be safe this time.
Look at that call down there.
Abby Bosch on the play.
You know, I had another little thing there. So on that bunt, I now looked over here at third base.
Yep.
And you have the left fielder coming in and covering third. Very disciplined, well coached. You know, like that throw goes over the first baseman's head. Third baseman's charging in. Third base is wide open there.
And those are the things you're looking for.
Yep.
Strike for Kaylee.
I think from Slinger's standpoint too. Now you know you got two kids that are in there that have gotten bunts down. So come crunch time, end of May, beginning of June, we got to get a bunt down. We got to sacrifice a kid from first to second or second to the third. You know, who can we put in there?
Fire down to first late.
That's Danica Berge behind the dish.
What do we got for a count there? I think it's 2 strikes. I thought I heard that.
I thought the scoreboard knew.
It's supposed to.
It's not automatic.
Fouled off. This is Jenna Cohn.
And now we know we got at least 2 strikes.
Well, I know it is an 0-2 pitch, and you could tell just by that swing because she really fought that thing off.
Yeah.
That was barreling in on her hands.
Ball gets away from Berge, and runner goes to second.
Who's out there in left field right now for them?
Hard to see that far.
Yeah.
Can't see the numbers.
You got a camera back out there?
I think it's 37. I think it's Gabby Seelar, I believe.
Yeah. Just really impressed. That ball trickles up the third base line there along the fence, and she's playing the angle on a throw to third, you know, not just running to a spot.
And there you
It
get.
was 38.
There again, there's some.
That's Michaela Berge, 38.
There you go. Third out. Clear the field, clear the runners. You got changes. You got new catcher. I don't know if you saw that. You saw the catchers talking about some of the things they saw. But as a coach, again, back to those are the things you want to see, both sides, as we're going to continue to talk about, and really saw a lot on those 2 bunts. And even on that wild pitch, you saw people moving. A real simple saying that I always had right at the camera.
Check the camera.
No, that one took a shot. Real simple. Every pitch, everybody's moving. You know, it's a simple saying. It's a simple thought. But every single pitch, you got to be moving. Have a job.
Maggie Plummer is gutted for this camera.
Well, that came within about 18 inches.
Now, Maggie, this is not the way to start our relationship here. This is not a good way to start.
Back on the center field cam.
That was a nice pitch by Nemec.
Gonna have to come up with a way to maybe we get a tent.
Well, yeah, we've got our tents.
Yeah, it's.
Got a little glare there in the iPad.
It is a challenge. That's why the scoreboard didn't pick that up before. By the way, you know that's what it was. Let's get that.
Yeah, there we go. That was it. You nailed it. Pitch to Plummer. Hit in the left center. That's going to be extra bases, or at least a single. Plummer going to round first, big round, and go
Hold
back.
up there. Great job.
Nice
Right
job
on
by
cue.
Maggie. Great hit.
Had center field cam on.
How about that? Center field cam. Who do we think we are?
She might
Fox.
ask for put a camera all over the field, whichever one's on. She's aiming for.
It's a great point.
She's trying to take out the behind the plate cam here and poked one out to center
Now,
field.
it's a little tight. We'll have to. Oh, there we go. That's what we wanted. We got a little more panning there. There's the bunt that.
Nice
First
job.
counts. There's execution again. Great work. Move the runner over.
Amaya Marshall-Johnson on the play.
Amaya, former Hooper.
AMJ. Yeah, former Hooper.
She's decided to concentrate on softball.
1 out.
Just checking the Facebook comments here. Gracie, Sam, and Nora Yorkie checking in up from Sugar Camp there. And
Yeah.
Larry loving the updated graphics. And
Well, as long as Larry's happy, that's the main thing. Now we're good. Now I can rest now.
kind of
Legend's happy.
yeah,
There we go.
kind of disappointed we're not getting the swab report in his hometown. I mean, jeez.
Trying
Steal
to steal
third. Throw is off, but a great
Great play
tag.
at third.
Great tag.
Sam Heath went up and got the ball and wheeled around and made the tag at third. That's a great play by Sam.
Can we see it? Now it's just out of view of camera. We've got a slight delay right now. What's happening is your runner at third that was thrown out and Coach Valerial are talking and looking at their cards. If you have a runner on second, you're in scoring position. There's one out. Unless you know you can get there, you're not stealing there. And I think that's what that discussion was. I think they were looking at their cards.
A
And
little mix up on the number
little
sequence.
mix up, yep.
Yeah.
But again, that's why you do these things.
Yep. Kind of looked like they shared a little pat on the back and a little chuckle like, okay, yep. Missed that one, but we'll get her squared away for the opener this coming week.
Here's Ellie Kalina, number 2, getting some coaching from Coach Tanya. Great friend of ours. Again, we just love Slinger and Slinger softball for sure. Swing,
Ooh,
boy.
chasing the high
Spicy
stuff.
Buster Hurd. Bringing it.
So Gracie, Sam, and Nora checking in. I hope the internet's strong up there. Those are my nieces and my nephew.
Uh-oh.
There's Corey Schmidt from the Indian Diamond Club there checking in. Watching anyway. We'll be up there a couple times this year.
Yeah, a lot of Schmitz up there, aren't there?
They are no relation to the Kylie Schmidt, but
So now we will have the bottom of the second. Falls will go 2 rounds of 3 outs after the first round. If anybody's on, they will come off. Anybody on the bases, that is. They will come off and then start it up again. So you are seeing this is the scrimmage life. This is how it is done. This is, of course, no surprise. 2 great coaches coming up with a great game plan. And again, it's just to see as many players as possible.
yeah, I think we might have lost Gary here for a little bit. Probably gonna.
He's starting to play with the toys.
Yep. I figured that was gonna happen at some point. It would just become
I'm
you
shocked.
and I.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't happen about an hour ago.
Yep. Well, I think he got a little gun shy on that during the setup.
After he destroyed a camera.
Yeah. I think we'll just take it easy for a little bit here.
So it is listed as bottom of the second. As we got a new pitcher. You got the
Yeah, it
scoreboard.
looks
You got
like
everything over there.
they're bringing in number 9.
Yes, sir.
Kylie Strupp, sophomore. Am I reading that right? Just one senior on this
yep.
roster. Jenna Cohn, number 8. Everybody else is sophomore, junior. So Jenna Cohn looks like she's actually the other half of the battery there, behind the dish.
Ball low. Who do we mic up? I think I have an idea, but I'll let you just give it to us. Ooh, that one's stuck to the hand. Oh, ball 2.
Amaya Marshall Johnson is wearing a mic for us, and I got to check on this here.
We heard a little bit of something. 2-0 the count. Going for the downs on that swing. Ooh, is Mother Nature. The sun's trying to stick her face in all this. The clouds are kind of parting. We might have some sun for a while.
There you hear.
There we go.
So going inside the Menomonee Falls dugout. 3-0 count. 3-1.
Right on the
Nice
corner.
pitch.
Took a little off, and we're full.
Pitching now, Kylie Strupp, number 9.
Is
for
this
Slinger.
the, do we need this here? Because remember, we want to have that here to get better so she's not breaking up.
So picky.
Yeah, I know.
Want everything perfect.
Fouled back behind us.
Way to battle up there!
Into the parking lot. Stays full. This. Oh. Is it still on and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're testing out gear as we said we were going to do that today.
Broadcast scrimmage.
Yeah.
There you go. Climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss.
It's a great battle back there, and I'll tell you, that really starts, I think, you get a 2-0 count, sophomore pitcher, and your lone senior on the team, Cohen goes out there, calms her down, and helps her battle back on that.
Is that helping at all? We getting any more?
She may not be talking, which I find hard to believe.
We were told by the staff. She's the talker.
I asked Biofus who should we mic up, and right away it was Amaya.
Let's go, 4! You got
There we
There
go.
she is. Swing and a miss.
Turn this up a little bit. That's kind of down. I don't know.
Well, that's just for us.
That's
though,
just
right?
for us, yeah.
Okay.
There's no audio though. Swing
Going
and a
away.
miss.
Nice pitch.
Hey, Strupp's got some
She's got a little more juice in her.
juice
yeah.
on that one, yeah.
We got a horn.
2 outs.
Horn and support. Center field cam again.
Let's go, 1! You got it!
Here's Cyberlick. Swing and a miss.
Very good one.
They're all behind her so far. No balls and 1 strike on Maddie Cyberlick.
Should probably. We got 1 out or 2? Uh-oh.
2, I believe.
2 outs,
2
yes.
strikeouts.
Yeah. Camera held up just fine. We're on center field cam anyway. Sun coming out. It's making it really challenging to see things.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all squinting and
Yep.
trying to come up with any type of shade.
I have my transition lenses on, so I'm good.
Good
Cyberlick
pitch.
swing and a miss.
Took a little bit off.
That's 3 outs.
We've had the lone hit in this game.
Yeah, that's right. There's been 1 hit, hasn't there?
We had 2. 2 to left center.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
You're right.
For Slinger was at number 20, now playing first base.
And then we had the shot when we
Yeah.
went to center field cam. Right
Yep.
away, we got a base hit. You are right. So 2 hits,
I think
both by Slinger.
Yep. I think Falls might have had a walk. Got a runner on.
Sydney Biofus will lead off. She'll be the starting catcher this year.
There we go. We had some dancing in the dugout with the dugout cam on.
It's girls. They don't wake up till noon. It's early morning start.
Right
at
on
11
on
o'clock.
cue right now.
Strupp on the pitch. Wait, she's got some heat on that.
Good tail on the pitch, yeah.
Her and Breyer could be a nice little combo this year.
Well, both these teams have high expectations. Battle for conference championships. Go deep run into the playoffs. They both feel they have the depth for it.
Well, I talked to Coach Villarreal about that prior to the game, and she said, she thinks that, the team to catch in the GMC this year is going to be, Hartford and maybe Cedarburg. Cedarburg is a real nice pitcher, and we're going to see Cedarburg twice this year. I tell you what, Coach Jessup was emailing me like every week, like, you doing Cedarburg games? You doing Cedarburg games? I'm like, yep.
Just
Coach,
a great guy. Just a
Mark
great
Jessup.
guy.
We're excited to go to Cedarburg. We'll go there in May, and we'll actually see them when they play Slinger in Slinger. I believe that's also in May. May 10th, I think, is that one.
Yeah, and that pitcher, she is big time. She is playing on national teams. She's
already committed to Wisconsin.
She is just as good a hitter as she is pitcher, and
we didn't see her last summer in that Cedarburg Crush.
We did
thing,
not.
Did we? Okay.
No, we did not. She was at the time. She was traveling with the national squad.
Yeah, probably wasn't playing with the Crush then.
But boy, she got a chance to see that one up close and personal as a freshman, and we were gifted a hit. I'm gonna just say that, and we won 1-0, but it should have been a no-hitter.
Who got the hit?
Olivia Scallon.
Of course.
She was called safe on a bang-bang play at first. And by bang-bang, I mean she was out by a step and a half, called safe.
Swing and a miss for Balfour.
Was it raining or the temperature must have been really low, huh?
It was actually, no, it was like this.
Okay.
It was a very cool day for some
I just think maybe
late
it's just
June or late May, but yeah, it was
time to grab a cup of coffee for the old
nothing
blue
like
there.
that. It was umpire who we've had numerous times, and he felt she was safe, and I appreciate that.
I'll tell you what, Kylie Strupp has had a really nice outing so far here this afternoon. They're having a hard time catching up with her.
Yeah, the big thing is she's getting the number one pitch, the most important pitch, and that's strike one.
Emily
and then
Hansen.
it puts you in your heels, and you're chasing things.
Emily Hansen up to bat for Menomonee Falls.
Assistant coach Hansen, Pat Hansen's daughter.
Yep.
Pat, the former baseball coach, 16 years. Won a couple of titles, I believe, 2.
Hit to short. That's Moker territory. Out.
We learned that one early. Don't
not
hit
even.
it there. But that's the first ball put in play in quite some time for Falls.
That's not where to put it, though.
No.
Julia's she's a lockdown shortstop.
Yep.
I saw her make a play backhanded and from her knees through to first, and there was time to spare.
Yeah, that one I think you played over and over, if I recall.
Yes.
Just outside. Good call. He's right in front of us. We want to be his best friend.
And the thing with Moker is, I mean, as a freshman, she probably been starting almost anywhere else. But, in Slinger, I mean, there's so much talent in that program that she had to wait her time to get on the varsity team, and this is it as a junior.
She'll take advantage of it. Don't
she
you worry.
will. Oh, yeah, she definitely will.
She's already shown it with a couple of plays, trying to get into the dugout. And Maya Marshall-Johnson mic'd up.
Should turn her mic back on.
Caught the corner. She's staying away. Bosch is going to get into one. She's going to have to take it to left field because they will not go inside.
Says Chloe Bosch. We mic'd up our sister Abby in practice Thursday.
Yeah.
Tell you what, that got a ton of views and comments on Abby's and Katie Stigler also.
Got to think.
That's great stuff.
Got to thank the programs at both Falls and Germantown allowing us to come inside and be a part of, see some things going on.
Strupp makes the play.
And back out to the field we go.
Still no score as we go to the third. Are we in the third now?
We are.
The third, we get some, I believe now it's going to be a little bit of coach's choice, set up some situations.
It could be that. It might be another inning of hitting. Not 100% certain.
Yeah.
We didn't get complete itinerary. We just kind of got an overview.
No, they don't want to give us too much information.
Well, you kind of play it by ear. If you saw a lot of offense, you might see, less plan and just go. But we're not seeing that, so we'll see if they make adjustments. Oh, that was loud and clear, Luke.
Luke Langer, assistant coach.
Yeah, we've already talked about that. In case you didn't hear that, which I have a hard time believing. He said, if you want to come down by me, nobody wants to come visit. None of our girls want to.
Hey, just a few comments on the stream. Linda Hasenjager watching, Go Falls. Jim Sprung watching. Darren Moyle. Darren Moyle, by the way, their family in Manitowoc, Lincoln, they got to know us when we did some coverage of the state volleyball tournaments, and just their whole family just really loves what we're doing. So we worked out a way to schedule a couple games with Manitowoc Lincoln this spring. Kristen Lynn, of course, that's Brielle's mom. Go Falls. Ed Swab, the Swab Report, and our buddy Cammie Stigler on the live stream says, "Nice dancing, Katie."
See, we did catch some dancing. Pitcher number 3 in the circle for Falls.
Got our good buddy Callie watching the
Krieger?
stream. Yep, Callie Krieger checking in. So
We're inside the Slinger dugout trying to move it around, see if they pick up on it, but
might have to get Callie mic'd up a little bit out there one of these days.
They still got wide eyes of playing varsity ball, Coach. The camera is not even something that's not even on their radar yet.
no, they're not even taking an eye off of
Like
anything.
their first varsity experience, they're
Yeah.
locked in. You know?
They're locked in.
So like, wow, these are the varsity unis.
Yeah.
These are pretty sweet.
Yeah, the old school look for Slinger. Falls with a little more of the,
I like the old school look.
yeah.
I like Slinger's white. I like the white unis on Slinger. By the way, they have black jerseys for home games. They won those from Zone Athletics in our lip dub contest a couple years ago.
So if you're wondering, hey, wait a minute, if they have a runner on second, this is what we talked about, some situational things, see how.
You know, another thing this is good for, doing it this way too, just even though the umpires have been doing it for a long time, you know, you just get them in that early situation, you know, runner at second here, something you may not see a whole lot of early on in the year.
Maggie Plummer up to bat on the circle now for Menomonee Falls is 21. That is
We've got lefty.
Alyssa Brittman.
We've got lefty catcher pitcher. I like it. Don't see that too often. Not too unusual to have a left-handed catcher. And now 2 on with nobody out for Slinger.
That's Amaya Marshall Johnson catching. Got some work to do on our microphones.
The portable?
Yeah.
And
The other one worked really well. I'm not sure what's going on with this one.
showing bunt, ball away. So 5 straight balls, your first appearance in the circle. And they've all been away. And it seems like Falls has not been afraid of coming inside, but it seems like Slinger is, their philosophy is you're going to stay away with all your pitches. And here's a shot to right. This will get a
great situational ball here. What are you going to do?
throw to the plate. The run is in. Both runners move up. One scores, and Slinger's on the board. Nice execution. Again, that's what you're here for. Play in right field. We cannot see the number. It looks like maybe 27. Can you see that?
Looks like 2-7.
It'd probably be 37. 27 is Jalen Patrick's number.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
You're right.
3-7. 3-7.
Gabby Salier. We'll go Salier, I believe.
Nice job getting behind the ball, coming up throwing, just behind the speedy runner. So you've got 1 out. Runner on third is both runners tagged on the play. So great execution. Runner on third. You're looking to drive the ball. You did.
Emma Mance up to bat for Slinger. Sorry, Coach.
That's okay. She's got one of the 2 hits for him. And now you're trying to just get
another
that
one.
run in, and she'll do it.
Pops it right over second. Went with the pitch. It was outside, and she just chipped it out there. Really nice hit by a piece of hitting by Mance. Gets a runner in. The scoring is number 6. That's Maggie Plummer.
And that's 2 different things that you're doing in your approaches with runner on third, nobody out. You're looking for a hit. You're looking to drive the ball. You have that just just got under it, drive to right field, but you tagged up, you get the run in, you get one run in. When there's one out and a runner on third, you're looking to put the bat on the ball, finding a way to get the runner in, no matter what it takes. It's a little different situation. Instead, drive it to right field for a base hit. That works too.
Darren, we have not been to the Manitowoc softball complex. Actually, the game that we're going to do with Manitowoc Lincoln is going to be there'll be a road game playing as a doubleheader with Green Bay Preble. And I want to say that's the 1st or 2nd of June. That will be up at Green Bay Finger Park, I believe, is where they play.
Yeah, Finger Road Complex.
Finger Road Complex.
Yep.
Maybe see if you get a vacay day and cover that one. You know the boss pretty well, don't you? Tell this for the girls, man. He's good with it.
Throw to second.
Probably going to have to
right on the
slide a Ron
bag.
Collie game in there and do that one for his daughter. Which there's always that possibility.
That was a fantastic throw right on the bag. Just ahead of the throw.
Ellie Kalina on the steal for Slinger. This is Colleen Parker. Hit to right, foul, and not playable. Reminder, opening week on W7 begins Tuesday, live 4:30 from Brookfield Central. We go for real on Tuesday, Germantown, Brookfield Central in a GMC game. GTV gets started back up again and ready to go for softball this spring.
Great change, header way out in front.
Foul.
But a little too much float allowed her to just get the bat on the ball and not get foul. Right down the
Hit
middle.
to
Pop.
right. And caught by the second baseman. That is number 5.
I think that's Hanson, is it not?
Like Emily Hansen.
Yep. Nice play. Nice drop step. Sprint out. Make the play.
I like the Slinger masks. They're like red kerchiefs almost. It's kind of cool. It's a nice look.
Caught the corner. Could hear that call. Well done, Dennis.
Kayla Cohn, the batter for Slinger. Swing and
Another
strike
nice
2.
change.
That pitch was set up by that first one. The first one caught the outside corner. That looked like the similar pitch. Forced her to go get it and just couldn't reach it. It was a little further out. Now it's 0-2. Now you're in scramble mode. And then you shoot that corner again. Yep.
Alyssa wanted that one.
So you can see the plan. Just stay away. And that was perfect spot right there.
Where are we going for lunch today, boys?
Oh,
she knew it.
Nice. Alyssa Brittman gets the strikeout.
Buckling knees. But 2 runs. So we saw some offense, saw some situational things. Now we got new pitchers. Offense, defense. Let's see what Slinger's going to do offensively as Gary's playing with some buttons.
Just want to show our opening week schedule.
There you go. Looks like a 4th pitcher for Falls.
Tuesday, Germantown, Brookfield Central. Wednesday, our first trip to Oak Creek in the season on their new digs, Union Grove at Oak Creek. Thursday, DSHA at Germantown. Also on that Thursday, a special dedication of the field to Kurt Raguso, the former head coach. Raguzzi passed away almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
And so they'll dedicate the field to him, and a little ceremony at 4:10. We'll have that one. And then Friday back here at Falls for New Berlin West and Menomonee Falls. All these games 100% live, 100% free on W7, productionsw7.com/live or YouTube or Facebook.
Shout out to little G, Abby Garceau. It's another good mic'd up candidate
Oh, yeah.
we might have to get.
Mark Umhofer watching. One of our favorite players, Jesse Umhofer, graduated last year. Umi. Tell you what, I missed that class. That was a fun class, that class of 20. And that team, I think, well, I don't say I think, I know was definitely a favorite to make state last year at Goodman. There's just no question about it. There's so much talent.
Have they confirmed state this year is going to be back at Goodman?
haven't-
Yes,
Oh, it
that's
is,
what I had
okay.
heard.
Oh,
Yes.
that's good.
That'd be awesome. That's here we go. A little situational ball. Love it. Out.
Got her. Nice play.
There you
Third to
go.
Second.
We didn't know if they'd have situations, so it was first and third. Runner took a big lead at first. They fired down to 3 as the runner went back to first. Safe at third, fired to second as the runner took off towards second. Bang, bang play. Out.
For scoring at home, it is 2-5-4 on the play.
And if you're scoring at home, come join us and you can sit and do our book, and then we can just lean on you.
And by the way, if you'd like a transcript of our broadcast today, take out a pen and paper and write down everything we say.
Don't do that. First and third again. Now you got the cut short.
Uh-oh.
Throw right through. So run in.
Was that the right throw, Coach?
That was a design play. So what it was is first and third, and the runner's going, and you're throwing, trying to cut the runner off at home, because the idea is you throw through to second, the runner at third is going to go. So you throw short, in this case throwing it to second, and it went through the second baseman. Look at Coach Lou with a kick save and a beauty.
Yeah, I think the second baseman just got caught kind of looking in where she was going to throw, and
Exactly right.
ball
And-
just over the top of her glove.
And that's what happens. You can practice it all the time.
Looks good in the gym.
And you drop it and you just go, okay, I'll do it again next time. And then, when the game's going, and that's exactly what happens, is you take a peek at the runner to see if you're going to go at the runner or throw home or throw back to third. And took her eye off the ball. But again, that's what these are for. That's what today is.
New pitcher for Menomonee Falls is number 17. That is Caitlin Conroy.
Little
Popped
jam
up.
job. Nobody could
Conroy.
get to it.
That's Amaya's ball. Coach Lou is letting her know that's her play. Lou Santacola, head coach at Menomonee Falls, great friend of W7 and a great supporter of what we're doing. Appreciate him and Sue's support of W7 in a number of ways. We just so thrilled to be back at Menomonee Falls today.
We're staying on the center field cam so you can see all the runners and the movement. And there's a shot in the left.
Fair
By
ball.
diving left field. That's going to score a couple.
1 run in and 2 runs in. Gonna pass that on, Coach.
That's all part of the evil plan. If you heard the discussion going on, what Dennis had said, Dennis the umpire had said, she touched the plate, said if she hadn't, he would not have said anything. Great effort out in left field, just by. There's another bunt, so
Foul.
getting lots of bunt work in. Can't see.
That was Slinger in left field trying to make the play. It just was fair, probably 6 inches off the line.
Just fair and just out of reach.
Yeah.
And once you have that do or die, once it gets by, it's going to roll.
Here's Kylie Strupp. Look at the bunt and off her foot, foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Coach Villarreal says now we got to swing.
You better be one heck of a bunter if you're going to bunt with 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Way to fight it off.
Yep, fought it off, just foul. Tell you what, Falls has a number of options for pitchers this year.
Well, this is option 4, and
Yeah.
option 4 looks pretty strong.
Option 4 looks pretty strong, for sure. Nice pitch. Fouled off. Nice job by Strupp staying alive.
Oof. Tried climbing the ladder.
Worried about my truck out there.
That one was headed toward when tree limb got it. Knocked her down, Gary.
Kylie, this is not the way to start.
Tree Rollins knocking that one down.
Tree Rollins. Little Atlanta Hawks reference there.
Great change
three.
down the middle. One on.
Caitlin
One out.
Callahan watching from Michigan. Cabby Stigler. Sadie Waldo, I believe that's a North, Waukesha North, I can't recall. It's a great thing about softball is we get kids watch from all over, from all different teams and all different areas. It's because they just love the game.
I think it's going to be a big year for softball, just
I do
because
too.
of, you know what I mean. That was what was missed, and the track and the field, and the boys golf, and then all the other sports last year.
Yeah,
You know, but that was the big
yeah.
one, at least for us anyway.
Well, and this year is so different. I mean, every year you have seniors graduate, you don't really know exactly what you're going to have, but this year even especially so because you got 2 years of classes now that have gone by since the last time they played. Hit at the center and caught.
That's three.
That's 3 outs.
Losing track.
Nemec on the catch, and Kaylee hits her head and says, oh, yeah, that's right.
Partially my fault. The scoreboard wasn't up to date. There was only 1 out on our scoreboard.
We have a suggestion for lunch.
All right, let's hear it. What do we got?
So it says buzz around the corner to the Hot House.
That's where we went that night.
Oh, yes, we got to go back there. That was awesome.
Yeah, but we were near in tears.
Oh, but it was great, though. Their buffalo chicken was fantastic.
Well, we were in tears. It wasn't near tears. It was tears.
It was great. We're going. Yes, that's where we're going. Who made that? Who gave
That
us
was Justin Zabel.
Ha, Coach Zabel.
So we'll have to see what Falls does for their situational base runners. As we've now switched, Slinger's going to take the field. See who Falls puts out there.
Speaking of Coach Zabel, so he's a wrestling coach for Slinger and also dad of Callie Zabel. Callie had an ACL tear at the end of the season last year. And back in rehab, at her first day back in rehab and running, she was wearing a W7 T-shirt. And
Saw that video.
Yep.
If you saw the video, that was awesome to see.
So our buddy Callie Isabel, wish her the absolute best. She's going to be back stronger than ever next year. Now, we'll tell you what, she was pretty strong as it was. So no one tougher. Callie, you got it. Looking forward to seeing you this winter, kid. When sweet November rolls around. Can't get here soon enough. Woof.
And
Just
we're still
a
live.
bit outside. Emerson Alton, the pitch. Call her baby Alton. Sister Riley graduated, I want to say 2018 or 19, maybe 18 from Slinger. Heck of a volleyball player, Riley. I saw Emerson, take some swings just online. I saw a couple of videos of her, and I didn't realize until she said, thanks for your support of my sister. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's baby Alton. And that's the great thing about what we do is we get to see all these siblings, come through the ranks. It's so fun. I just love that. I love that part of it.
And you're so good at remembering all these names. And as a teacher who sees 300 kids a year, more than that, I see 2 schools worth at about 700 kids. No. I go home and I call my kids different names. And so Falls is going to start with a runner on second.
Here's Abby Bosch.
Still nobody down there at first base visiting with Coach, though.
No, Coach Luke's.
Coach Luke's been
He's
pretty
got
lovely.
He's got somebody
one.
now.
Hey!
Abby
his
wears
first
one with pride,
visitor.
Luke.
Way to wear it, Abby.
Luke's going to give her a hug, I'm sure. Hey, you're my first visitor today.
She's like, yeah, not the way I wanted to come see you, though.
No, that one she's going to feel.
Speaking of Coach Luke, I mean, is there really anybody better on the PA and music than Luke Langer at Menomonee Falls? That guy is
No.
aces,
And I
man.
told him that.
Aces.
I told him that. We did that game this year, and I immediately went up to him and said, you are the best of the
He
best.
is the best. And the music is just spot on, too.
Although I will say the PA announcer, just for the lineups at Hale, he does an outstanding job.
He does, yes.
And also, we also have to say that because we take his bird's nest away from him. Well, we did. 2 years ago we did, not last year.
That's right.
So there's a little table that kind of perched above everything where the PA guy would sit. Well, when we came in, they kicked him out. I felt really bad.
They put him like in a student desk. I laughed the whole day.
Grounded third.
Great recognition there.
Yep, and that's, again, you want to see how players respond. Could have easily charged that and fired to one, but had the sense to go back, step on the bag.
Our buddy Kelly DeReuter watching from Slinger. Kelly always hooks us up with getting us upstairs into the owl's nest, as we call it. Make sure we got what we need. So, Kelly, thanks for all your support. Appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you again this fall for some Slinger volleyball.
Ball just away.
And, of course, Mike Daniels, athletic director from Slinger. He's a cream of the crop in ADs. I'll tell you what, that dude has got it going on.
I don't know. We walked into Falls last year. It was about 20 below, and standing at the door waiting to help us out with everything.
Brian Highmark.
Was
another hit. Hey, whatever it takes. Bases loaded now. Yeah,
Another
Brian Highmark, great athletic director from Menomonee Falls.
Yeah, he was right there to help us, and I'm going, really?
Yeah, usually they just, if you're lucky, they open the door for you. But yeah, Brian's roll up his sleeves and work with everybody else.
And
That's
he
just what
did,
does.
and it really helped out.
He's a great example, to the kids because he'll do anything that's required.
Makes you almost want to come back again and again when the easier it
Yes,
is.
the easier it is, the more we come back. Spicy mustard up to bat here. This is Nemec.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Slinger, 5-0. Although there's not really a score. It's scrimmage. We're just playing with the graphics and kind of keeping you up to date.
Emerson Alton having a little bit of difficulty on the circle so far. Two hit batters. Hit foul.
Tell you what, with the format, basically your number 3 and 4 pitchers for each team are coming in, and they're working the situations. Those are the kids that, you want to see how they're going to respond potentially. So great experience for them here today with, not a lot of, pressure on them per se. They might argue otherwise.
Great spot. Strike 3. And
Nice pitch by M.
could hear Coach Hansen, not with runners on base. You cannot take it called third. But that's what the freshman's going to learn, right? Yeah, runner on third, less than 2 outs, you got to put the bat on the ball. You've got to make the defense make a play. I don't know if you saw that in the Twins-A's game the other day. A's are about to lose. Guy gets 2 strikes on him, fouls off 4 pitches, hits a ground ball to second baseman kicks it. Next batter comes up, ground ball to third, he airmails it. A's end up winning simply by putting the bat on the ball, and in Major League Baseball, you just don't see that anymore.
Right.
Well, if you watch enough Minnesota Twins baseball, you'll know that no lead the Twins have is ever safe. They're anxious to give it away every chance they can.
Keeping the camera on center field right now with the runners on just so you can see the execution of plays. Bounce around, go behind the plate.
1 out, I believe,
bases
correct?
Loaded. Yep.
Yep.
No, that's 2 outs.
2 outs, yes. That's right. They had to play at third.
Go back behind home plate. We're bouncing around. We wanted to keep it, but there won't be any situational thing here.
Alyssa Bretman on the up to bat for Menomonee Falls.
You won't see any bunting with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And if you do, everybody in this area will be shocked.
That one high.
That's the time to do it. Everybody's playing in the back, normal depth.
1-1.
Pull that one with you right down to the first base.
Yeah, there you go. The drag bunt. Could kind of hear. We don't have.
Yeah,
could kind of hear her mic'd up.
shaky.
Look out. Stick your face mask out in front of that one. Get an RBI. Easy to say sitting on this side of the fence.
Right. Protected here behind the mesh wire.
Yeah, well, the mask protects the moneymaker. It's okay.
The money maker.
3-1. Now you're looking to get it. You're looking for your pitch. No matter what it is, it's got to be only a pitch that you can drive and really get into. Otherwise, you're taking this pitch. Pressure's on the pitcher here with the bases loaded.
That's ball 4.
Yes, it is. And that
Brittman draws a walk, and in to score will be Abby Bosch. Is that first run for Falls?
it
today?
is. It is.
And now Sam Heath. Watch out for Heath this year. He's a difference maker. Oh, Amaya getting a little animated in the dugout there. First pitch strike.
I can kind of see. Can't see third base. There's a runner down at third. Cameras can only pick up. We lost one of them. We don't need to go into detail.
Which? Oh, we're still dragging that around, huh?
Well, it isn't July yet. Now you got 2 strikes. Now you're going to see pitcher probably not throwing too much anywhere too close when you're ahead 0-2. Now 1-2. That one didn't have too much of a shot. Guessing she'll go back away. That seems to be her spot.
Andrea Barrington watching. I want to say that's Hope Barrington's mom. Hope, part of the state champion Green Bay Notre Dame girls basketball team this year. And I think Faith is another player.
Hope,
sister.
Faith, there's
Hope
3
and
of
Faith,
them.
yeah, that's right. That one outside. Kristen Hoytink on. Mom to our buddy Mal.
This is a great at-bat. Down 0-2, now 3-2.
Tell you what, Mal Hoytink's going to have a monster year for Slinger girls basketball this year.
Fighting off probably ball 4, but when it's that close, you're going up hacking. You don't want to leave it in Dennis's hands. See that called third, and he's got a little dance going on like it's
2-2.
Naked Gun. That's it. I couldn't think of the movie. There's another one. Fight it off.
Doing the moon dance, the Leslie Nielsen moon dance there. Strike. Good at bat here for Heath.
Really battling. Nice job. Again, down 0-2. Fought all the way back and then fouled off a couple tough ones, and now it got her toe. That's another run. That's just a great at bat.
Great at bat for Sam. Good patience. Got to walk. Gets the run in. Now Danica Berge. Warming up a little bit out here, boys.
Yeah. Thanks, Legend for the notes. Our road producer, Larry Legend, checking in
Hey,
as
and
usual.
Nobody more dedicated to what we're doing than that man. I'll tell you what, he's all in. Always has been. Watches all our stuff. Tells us if we're goofing off and screwing up, which is quite often. Popped
Good
up and
talk
caught.
there.
Nice communication there. The play is made by number 6.
And I don't know if you could tell while you searched that name out, she was right on the bag.
I think that's Maggie Plummer.
That's all the stuff we talk about. You got to find the ball. You got to find the bag. You've got a runner there.
Yeah, Plummer.
And a runner bearing down on you, and she handled it perfectly. So now you have first and third situations. So we started the top of this inning with a runner on second, and now we've got a first and third, so they can work on how they're going to execute this.
We're talking about Barrington's coach, Du Bois. I'll tell you what, that Notre Dame team was something else this year for girls basketball. Holy cow. They won state, and they really, really played well.
Swinging away, first and third. We're going to get a play at the plate.
Run
Safe,
scores.
going to third. She's
Got
going to be
her.
out.
Got her at third.
So again,
And now runner going to second. Uh-oh. Got to run down. Got to throw it back.
so she was safe at first. Okay, so we had a dribbler in front of the plate. First of all, first and third, swinging away. Not stealing, not even showing bunch, swinging away.
Yeah.
I thought she was out at first, but she's saying you got the umps discussing it. She was out at first. Okay, that's what I thought too. In the meantime, you had the runner at third breaking. She scored. The runner that was on first kept going, tried to get the third, threw her out. So again, all about the execution. In the end, 1 run scored, but there are 2 outs on that play. 2 outs, first and third
So the
will
runner
remain.
was out at first, but they're going to keep her at first for
Correct.
situational stuff
Yes.
And we're back to the original situation. First and third now, 2 outs.
Yeah. And now I would venture to say you'll see a steal in effect. See how everybody responds. Great job by Slinger to handle that last reaction. There's the steal. There's the throw through.
Never got there. He's out. Yep.
Out. That's 3 outs. But again, they're going to do situational
Yeah.
stuff here. So
See
they
what
may
happens.
want to keep it second and third. We'll see. Oh,
Yep, 3 outs. There you go.
And then that
Paul
one.
knows his stuff.
Yep.
Paul's taking over.
Let's get Paul mic'd up.
And here's where, as we said, we didn't know what was going to happen. You got the coaches discussing what's going to happen as far as going forward. Is Slinger going to take the field? Fall's going to take the field. Coach Lou's dropping pens. Coaches are looking at each other. What do we got?
What do you want to do? Well, let's talk it over a little bit more.
Well, you have options. What are my
Looks like
options? You can
Falls is
stay
gonna-
here. You can go to bed.
It's like Falls wants to play a little defense.
Pamela Stigler watching today. Tell you what, for a scrimmage, the viewership has been solid.
I'm telling you, Gary, softball has been missed.
It's
Well, I think they wanted to hear Gary's voice.
I doubt that's it. We can rule that out right away. Whoa!
Just a bit
Kaylee,
outside.
bring it down.
She's just helping us test the cameras.
If-
Still
if-
there.
If there was no fence there, that hits me right between the eyeballs. There's another one. Kaylee!
Spot on. Keep her right there, kiddo.
Ron says correct was mentioned, so the correctometer's on a 1.
Kaylee, I'm coming out there.
He got her
I'm
again.
coming out there in a second.
I wish we had a camera on this right now.
We
This
do.
is-
We do have a camera on this.
well,
Not
I mean,
you.
like, I guess the.
Kaylee has been high 3 times in a row. And all 3 times right between the eyeballs for me if that fence wasn't there.
I think we found the source of the bowed fence here in Falls. But
Wow.
should get up there with the batter here and fire him right down the pipe.
Yeah. She was just messing with me.
All right, so what do we have here? We've got a runner on first. All right.
Nobody out, the umpire says.
No shock that the pitch was high. After Gary nearly wore 4.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to guess this one's going to be strike. There's a hard
Oh, here we
slap.
go.
Nice. Got one.
Safe.
Safe
Yeah,
at
just
first.
under the tag. Good execution
Boy.
by the umpires on that one. I don't know if you saw Paul point to Dennis, asking Dennis for the call because that was his call, and just under the tag.
Did you see Stigler rocket that thing over there?
Well, she's been anxious all day. She hasn't had a throw
Holy
all day.
moly, Katie.
That play should not have been that close.
Katie gunned it over there. But pitch high, runner going for second and safe. Plummer on the steal. 1 out. And Jenna Cohn up to bat for Slinger. Reminder, opening week on W7 starts Tuesday. Germantown at Brookfield Central, 4:30 start. And a nice surprise, Jalen Acker coming back to play softball this year for Germantown. The River Dance. You know what, Coach? Some people say it's because she's missed softball. I think she wants to pad her record of most W7 appearances. I
don't think that's-
I think she's worried about KK catching her. Popped up and caught.
I don't think that's gonna be tough to get caught.
KK could probably, if she didn't play softball this year, I think KK could catch her as a senior. Jay at 63 appearances. I think we'll do at least 20 Germantown softball games, so that'll make her 83.
In case you at home aren't able to do the math.
Thank you. I was doing it in my head for me more than anything else.
My runner disappeared. What happened there?
Swing and a miss.
Oh, so I bet you if. Yep, that's exactly what it was. I bumped the inning it, and it cleared the base runners right away. Cleared everything.
KK had 30 and 40, so 20 games this year, 20 games next year. That's 80. Well, probably 25. If they win homeschool again for the third year, KK's going to pass her. One of many records that KK Arnold will set over the next 3 years. This is probably the least significant one.
Big for us, though.
Big for us.
We got people across the country watching because of that kid.
Well, I've already told her that, you know, for all this promo we've done with her, she's going to owe me when she gets to the WNBA. And she said, I got you. We'll see if she remembers. She'd be like, W what?
The original TV deal.
Right. I want to hear some W7 the girls on ESPN and NBC.
Yeah, not shout out to mom or dad or
Right.
anything.
Right, yeah. Oh, mom and dad don't want to shout out
third.
anyway.
Is this picture number 5?
Yeah, this was a Sieberlich.
Back to the top.
Yeah, back
okay.
to the top.
I couldn't see the number. So this will be her second inning of work. She's not throwing it to the backstop, so Gary's breathing a sigh of relief. Gary, looks like we may have frozen here.
Really?
Yeah, I can't.
Which camera? One?
All of them. Yeah, we're frozen. Nothing popped up.